Morning, and welcome back to another page in an angler's diary, and welcome back once again to Horton Grange, one of my club ponds, and the continuing hunt for some tench. This is fast becoming something of a conundrum. The tench fishing this year has hardly seemed to get started compared to last year, where we had a fantastic spring fishing for the tench. Now, you've heard me say this so many times before, those of you that follow the channel, but excuse me, fish on. You just bear with me a minute. No, it's not a tench, it's a nice bream. So, that is what you call a good start. That rod hadn't been in there more than 5 minutes, I would say. Just give me a couple of minutes to get sorted out and I'll be back. Sorry about that. Well, I'm not sorry about it, but if you know what I mean. As I say, that was literally in there 5 minutes, down in the margin here, and away it went. But not a tench, as I said. Yeah, the tench fishing this year has been incredibly slow. I mean, I'm not the only one that's saying this. I speak to other members around the lake and they're all saying the same thing. Don't get me wrong, there are some being caught, but in nothing like the numbers, or for that matter, the size that it was producing last spring. And so I fished quite regularly here now to try and shake the monkey off my back and catch a couple of decent tench. I was here a week ago and that was an unmitigated disaster. Mind you, I was experimenting a bit. I fished down at the deep end of the lake, and I was experimenting with my new old centerpin reel. Now, I haven't fished with a centerpin reel for years, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to give that a go, and that worked out quite well. But I was also experimenting with a refined float rig, a much lighter, more sensitive float rig, and I guess that worked out reasonably well, but the combined experiments meant that I caught virtually nothing. I mean, it was awful, and I blamed the fact that I was trying different things, but certainly there was no tench. So today, another try again. Lord loves a trier. I thought I would do exactly the opposite to what I did last week, and so I've come to the shallow end of the lake instead of the deep end. That was the other rod. Yeah, I've come to the shallow end instead of the deep end, and I've broken out the heavy duty gear, none of this lightweight float stuff. I'm using the tactics that worked so well for me last year. So that's one rod out in open water, fishing towards the island with a large cage feeder, ground bait and corn hook bait, fished on a helicopter rig. And down the margin here, and as you've seen, this one has already worked, a large maggot feeder, maggot hook bait, fished on a Magaliner rig. Now, as I say, that's the tactics that caught me some really fabulous tench last spring here. including a new PB, and so back to basics, try again. I need to get this other rod back in, back shortly. You wouldn't believe that's a size 10 hook, a Magaliner rig, and it's managed to get it in its mouth. Unbelievable. And again. Well, that's an hour, and just the one bream in the net, although I did get a good pull round on the maggot rod, which I missed. And as you've seen, I'm being pestered by small roach. The one thing I have noticed, there's an enormous amount of fish disturbance in the margins around the island that I've got in front of me. It looks like silvers. And if I was a gambling man, and I'm not, but if I was, I would bet the roach are spawning. A lot of splashing and rolling about. I suspect that's what's going on. What that means for the tench fishing, I'm not sure. It had been quiet for the thick end of an hour, but now yet another roach. Bit better roach, but roach nonetheless. Not sure what this is, but I don't think it's a tench. No, another bream. Well, 4 hours in, and still no tench. All of the fish I've had this morning have come to the maggot rod, the maggot feeder, which is down in the margins. The open water rod, which is the corn rod, I haven't had a touch on it. So I'm not sure why, but there we go. But yeah, as I say, 4 hours in, and a few bream and roach. Well, I was about to say this has got feels a bit more substantial, and it did. It's a more substantial bream. Oh, the other rod's gone off. Now I've got a problem. Oh dear, I'm not sure what's going on here. There's something still there. Oh, what a mess. entirely sure what's going on. I don't think this is a tench though, but it is the first bite I've had on the corn rod. No, little skimmer. Dear, dear. Now I'm in the right state. Oh lordy, lordy. Stereo bream. Well, bites are coming thick and fast. That's only been in there 3 minutes. It's another bream. Hide this time, if it stays on. Another hide. Let's see if this one stays on. Well, about 3 hours to go, and not a sign of a tench. And I've lost count of how many bream I've had now. So, but it's really strange. It's got me baffled as to where these tench have gone to. Because it could just be me. You know, perhaps I'm not as clever as I think I am. I don't know. But you'd have thought, ooh, here we go. Oh, wait. Well, I'm in the middle of talking to you, and what have we got? Ooh, quite a big hide. Oh, yeah. I mean, you shouldn't really be disappointed catching fish like this, but when you set your stall out to hopefully catch tench, it would be kind of nice if every now and again at least you could get one. But as I say, it would be disingenuous to be upset with fish like that, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It's just not a tench. Bream. To be honest, you know it's not a tench, just simply by the nature of the bite. You get sort of rattling bite. It's almost certainly going to be a bream. Whereas a tench bite, they just tend to take off a bit. Another old jaggedy bite, I suspect. Yeah. Right, so guys. Here she goes. Well, the corn rod's gone, as they say. But again, it didn't feel like a tench bite. And no, it's a bloody great slab. A great big bronze slab. Get it over the other line. Yes. Well, that in bream terms is a very nice fish. Goodness. That is a chunk. I'm just going to show you this one. I'm not even going to attempt to lift it out the net, if that's okay with you guys. Just hang on a minute. There you go. That, as I say, in bream terms, is a bit of a chunk, but it's not a tench. Well, that's it. Time to go. The day's tench fishing with no tench. It'd be wrong to write the day off as a complete failure, mind, but I mean, obviously I've had some action, I've caught a few fish, but I'm no further forward in solving my spring tench conundrum. And I begin to think that my spring tench itch isn't going to get scratched on this my local water. Now, I do have access to another water on one of my Yorkshire club hooks, which I know has some really nice tench in, big tench. I fished it a few years ago successfully, and so perhaps the time's come for me to head down the A1 and try that one. Spring tench itch takes a lot of scratching, I'll tell you. Anyway, if you're still with me, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As I say, we did see a few fish today, and I'll see you again soon, hopefully. Bye for now.